don't scare the conference call, because we are not only waiting for this George W currently in action on GME's price, but we're also waiting to understand why did this dip happen? Who caused this tasty dip to occur on both AMC and GME, and why do you have to make sure you tune in for tomorrow's live stream, where I'm not only going to cover the, yes, that's right, I got access to the investor relations, investor relations annual meeting of shareholders. I'm a shareholder. I get to attend this meeting. Me, and you guys, because I don't think anyone else is going to be classy or ready enough to be able to cause Meatball wants that treat to stream this annual investor relations meeting all day. So if you guys want to be able to tune in, watch until the end, because I not only have to tell you what we are voting for during the annual report, and if you guys haven't decided to come and attend the meeting yourselves, you have to make sure that you're turning in your votes today. That's right. Today is the day that you need to make sure that you are putting in all of your votes. Me, I'm gonna be voting with the actual annual, all the people on the annual shareholder meeting, as well as understanding who are these people, right? We're gonna give you a quick rundown of the people on the chopping block so that you can make your own decisions about who you want to vote for. So without further ado, let's take a look at when these are going to happen. Investor relations news release from GameStop, right? We have GameStop announcing that the first quarter fiscal 2021 earnings release date and confirming the annual shareholder meeting date. As it turns out, is going to be the exact same date, right? Because the company confirmed that its annual shareholders meeting is scheduled for Wednesday, June 9th, 2021 at this address at Grapevine, Texas. If you live in Grapevine, let us know. And if you haven't seen this video get up to 2,000 likes yet, then smash that like button, because we need to get the word out about people who have been procrastinating their vote, or perhaps don't know when the annual meeting is and why this is huge for the potential of this stock. And AMC stock as well. These two have been running in tandem. You're looking at them rip at the exact same time. This green over here and this green over here are coming from the signal over on GME's side. We're looking at a double bottom here, which we're able to see easily as a bullish sign, but over on AMC's side, a little bit difficult to read, right? There's almost an indecipherable way of AMC recovering from this bounce, unless the bounce was faked, or that the stocks are connected at the hip, which we've seen very often throughout the price action we cover bell to bell. So the meeting, which is not open to the media and requires shareholders to provide proof of ownership through legal proxy and valid identification, is expected to take place at 10 a.m. Central or 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's 8 a.m. over on my time, and we will be watching it together. It will be concluding at 10:15 a.m. Central, 11:15 a.m. Eastern. COVID-19 safety protocols will be followed, which means you get to stay at home. Take your mask off, relax, kick your feet up, maybe have some AMC popcorn, because CEO and director George Sherman will be attending the meeting in person, with the remainder of the board of directors attending virtually. So we know that that day is going to be the day that Ryan Cohen gets inaugurated as the next person that leads the board of directors as the chair. However, we also know that the annual shareholders meeting comes directly before the earnings call as well. So the earnings release date is going to be at 2 p.m. I'm not sure where it should be saying it here. Well, anyway, I'm currently sitting on it right now, and there's going to be very limited slots for this. I was actually kicked out because I logged on too early last time around. This time around, we're going to be watching it the whole time. So that's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern or 2 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to be watching it together. Hope you guys are excited. Once again, like I promised, we're going to talk about, my session keeps expiring, the number of votes that you guys have to understand how to vote, right? We're not going to tell you who to vote or which way to vote. We're just going to tell you a couple of the credentials for the election of these directors. So we have George Sherman, who wants to stay as a director even though he's being ousted for doing a bad job as a CEO. Alan Adel, Lawrence or Larry Chung, Ryan Cohen, Yeah, James, Jim Grube, Young Soo, and 2 more questions. So provide an advisory, non-binding vote on the compensation of our named executive officers, right? It's non-binding, but it does want to pay these officers for their work. Ratify our audit committee's appointment of Deloitte and Touche LLP. I know how to pronounce it, but it's fun to say Touche as our independent registered public accounting firm for our fiscal year ending January 29, 2022. So it's really important that you do vote. It's your democratic duty as a ape in this nation. Look at this. Look at this. The end of this George W. playing out almost exactly as predicted. That's what you get to see throughout this video. Isn't that cool? So George Sherman, right? Let's learn a little bit about who these people are right here. So we have, let's go down and actually look at George Sherman. Wait, can we actually look at George Sherman? Maybe not, but we already know his track record as someone who comes from Home Depot, as someone who is a brick and mortar man and has missed the bar so much for the last quarter of GameStop that he actually had some of his awards taken away from him that he was going to get if GameStop was just, you know, par for the course. But we know Ryan Cohen and who he is, co-founder of CEO. We have acting manager of RC Ventures. He was the man who turned Chewy into an e-commerce giant. We have Jenna Owens, who's now being voted on, Diana Sada-Jay, who's now being voted on. We have Angela Venuk, Matt Francis, Elliot Wilk, Kelly Durkin, Netta Pacifico, Josh Kruger, Andrea Wolf, Tom Peterson, Ken Suzuki, Dan Reed. I'm starting to realize that we're actually missing some of these people. There they are right here. So currently, these are the people getting voted on. So we have CFO Jim Grube of Vasica and Chewy. We have Alan Attal, who is the CMO and COO at Chewy. So these are all Ryan Cohen's guys here. We have George Sherman, who is the current CEO of GameStop. We just talked about his credentials. And we have Larry Chung, who is the managing partner at Volitions Capital. Look more into what that means and what he does at Volitions. And Young Soo, who is the SVP of Global Finance at Kraft Heinz. Oh yeah. So I have one more thing to share with you for hanging out with us right here. We have the potential of a new CEO, whether that's going to be Ryan Cohen himself becoming the chair of the board of directors, or perhaps even memier, someone that we know and love who's having a birthday today. Happy birthday, DFV. But what if he starts swagging on into the board of directors and claiming his spot? Very, very unlikely, but why not hope for the best? So as we had a quick 8-minute ride to try to and see if this double bottom would play out, it did. And if you want to see more predictions play out and you want to be able to tune in and not miss out on tomorrow's epic journey through the shareholder meeting, you want to make sure you click that bell button. I know a bunch of you already subscribed, but you want to press that bell button and you want to see us all in the money. Peace.